G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Look, I've got my 4 coaster mold ready for you today. This is the Geode coaster mold. Now, my daughter Christy, she came up for the weekend and she said, oh Mum, I really want to try this this idea, or something that she saw online with resin coasters. And she wanted to do purple. So what she did was she got like a light purple for a third, a dark purple for a third, and then she got clear in the center with some silver foil. And I said to her, that's a great idea, Christy. I want to do that. And I want to do some like pinky goldy tones. So I've got this one here. This is the Interference Gold from Pearl-Ex. And I'm going to pop some in there. Now Pearl-Ex makes a gorgeous pattern. I'm going to do 2 scoops. So that's going to be in the one. I've got 80 grams in there. I've got 80 grams in here. And this is the pink gold from Pearl-Ex. So we'll put the same. These are just stained. They're clean, they're just stained. So we'll do 2 scoops in that one. Actually, I'm going to do one first. I just want to see what it looks like. If it's too dark, I'll do one of these as well, because I just want pale pink. We'll just see what the color looks like. So I mixed up... I'm using the Platinum 360 Plus. Look at that. It's pinky gold. Yeah, Platinum 360 Plus, because I want it to sort of cure up pretty fast. So I can unmold today. And I did 220 grams of A and 100 grams of B. I've got 80 grams in there, 80 grams in there, and then the rest in there. So it's about 150-ish. So around about just over 300 grams. I'm going to mix this one first and see what this one looks like. I may add another scoop of the creamy one to that one, just so that I've got a pale pink and then a cream. And then the center will be my gold flakes. These are the Let's Resin Gold Flakes. I think the color difference is too much, so I will put my other scoop of the cream in there. And what we did was, I was helping her along because she hadn't done it before. What we did was we mixed the resin and we poured it straight away. And you know how resin moves and closes over? So it was closing over and like you couldn't see the center. So we had a bit of space left. So she quickly made up a little bit more to put down the middle just to push it all back. But I said to her, hey Christy, I wonder if we wait until the resin gets a bit thicker and then we pour, and maybe it'll stay in its divisions a little bit more. So that's what I'm going to try today. That's it. I'll do a video of it with your idea and see how that works. All right, so my other scoop is going to be this one. I'm just going to wipe the end of that on some paper towel, and we'll do our second scoop with that one. Okay, so that's those 2 colors. I love the pattern that the Pearl-Ex gives. I think all micas do it really, but Pearl-Ex seems to be really good at it. Those sort of, how do you explain it? It's just the effect that you get from mica powder. It's really pretty. Okay, look at that. That's better, isn't it? You're still getting that pink hue, but you're getting a gold hue as well. And this you're getting a cream, but also a gold hue. So I think that'll look really pretty. So those are ready to go. And I am going to wait until they have thickened a little bit once I feel that they're starting to warm up. So we'll move on to our gold flakes. Whoa. She don't need that. I might just put that aside for now. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stick my stick in there like that. I'm going to pull some out. We don't need that many. They kind of come in leaves like that. See how they're, you really kind of need to separate the leaves. It can be a little bit difficult to work with, especially if you've got sticky gloves on. But anyway, once you get started and they're sort of incorporated in the resin, the more you mix, kind of the smaller they'll become little pieces. So I'd like little pieces in there. I need a few more, but yeah, the more you mix, the smaller they get. might just try one piece at a time. Just kind of taking the top, because it's in like little sheets. So I'm just taking one at a time, mix it in. And then you can sort of get the idea of how much you want. Like if you want a lot in there, if you just want a little bit in there, just add it slowly. I do want to see some clear, but I also want to see the gold. So I think I need to mix it so that it's a little bit smaller pieces. One more. Okay, that'll do. All right, I'm going to mix that up. I'm stuck to it. I'm going to mix that up, and I'm going to let it sit, kind of like I do with my 3D blooms. You know how I'll just let the resin thicken a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, maybe 5-10 minutes. And then I'll come back to you. All right, they've been sitting for about 10 minutes, I guess. The gold one, because it was in a bigger cup, it was deeper, 150 grams instead of these, which are only 80 grams. It was warming up a lot faster, so I've divided it into two because I thought, oh, it's going to flash cure and these won't be ready. So, yeah, the deeper your resin, the faster it will cure. And if you leave it and it's deep, it'll start actually literally cooking. It'll get so hot, it'll bubble, smoke will come off. Yeah, it's quite dangerous. You don't want to breathe in those fumes for sure. All right, so it is feeling quite warm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little bit of the gold down the center. I'll just get a piece of paper towel organized so I don't drip everywhere. So I'm just going to put a little bit down the center of each one. Like so. And I'll move on to my other cup as well, just so that because it's warming up faster than the two colors are. So I like to do this, I think it's better to do it in like steps. Otherwise, because if you put too much in, it's going to fill in the whole area, and you don't want to do that. Look, I'm just going to move these over here out of the way, okay? So I don't knock anything over. Look at that. That's just divine. Now that's kind of staying, so that's good. It's kind of staying in one spot. Look at that. Just be careful you don't drip where you're not supposed to drip. That is divine. Hopefully it's thick enough that it will not move too much. It's dripping off there, so I'm just going to pop that there. But yeah, it is quite warm. And then this side with the creamy gold. Isn't it pretty, you guys? So once you've got your 3 layers, layers as in this way, then you can start filling them up a little bit. So you go some more of this one. And if you want to just do one at a time, you can, and you can actually pour both colors together. If you want to do that as well, you can pour both colors together. Probably best to work on one at a time, just so that you can make sure that everybody's going to be equal, because you want to push that up there like that. And then you can put a little bit more of your gold in there like that. If you need to move the gold around a little bit, you can do that as well. All right, so that's the first one. Let's move on to the next one. I just want to make sure that I haven't, don't run out. So we'll just do one at a time now that we've got the basics started, and then we can just sort of fill them up a little bit. Go in there, go in there. They don't have to be exact, you can have a little bit of one coming in a little bit more. I'm just going to make sure that goes in there like so. And then I need a bit more of my clear just to go down there. Oh, it's looking pretty. And we'll get a little bit of movement still. We will get some movement, which is okay. I just didn't want it to move too much. There we go, push that up there. And the next colour. So once your resin starts to get quite hot, you do need to move quite quickly because it can flash cure. And it just goes from pretty much thin to rock hard in a matter of seconds. So you have to be careful. Yeah, that it doesn't get to that stage. But look, I'm happy with that. I've got everything covered. Now it's just a matter of, you know, filling them up a little bit more. And sort of fixing up your design. If you want one that's got a little bit more of the cream, you can do that. I'm not going to worry about the little heart. Or am I? Can I do the little heart? Let's do the little heart. I can do the heart. Might just do thirds though, rather than trying to get in around that little nib. But you can see how thick it is. It's definitely staying more where it's told to stay this time around than it was when we did it yesterday. And I'm just going to try and fill them up a little bit more. I do like to have them quite full. Okay. A little bit more, get down into that point there. You can use a toothpick as well if you want to just sort of move the colours around a little bit. Oops, I dripped with my cream. Just going to try and get that into those corners there a little bit. It's not important, but you can if you want to. How pretty is it looking? Now a little bit more of this one. Make sure you don't drip where you're not supposed to drip. And then I think that'll be about it. It will be pretty much full. I can go there, just give it a bit of a smooth over. Getting it into the edges there. And it will move a little bit still. I've got a little bit of pink in my gold there. We need a bit more of pink in this one actually. Just a little bit there, straighten that up a bit. Okay, well that was definitely easier than what we did yesterday. Wasn't it, Christy, if you're watching? She's probably not watching. She wanted to do this with her friend. So I said, well, let's try it and have a little practice and see how we go. Tiny bit more. I'm just really finishing off what I've got in here, really. And you don't have to have it exactly a third and a third and a third. Just be aware, like the reason I did more clear was because the middle section is wider than these. I mean, these are, you've got the, you know, there's circles there, so these bits are smaller. That's why I've got more of the clear. I have got some left though. I haven't used it all. Let's add a little bit more gold. I don't want it totally, you know, too much gold. I want to be able to see through it. But if there's a section there you think, oh, I wish I had a little bit more gold in that one, just pick it out and plop it in. But yeah, probably mixed up just a tiny little bit more than I actually needed, which is fine. I'd rather have that than not enough. So it's getting quite thick now. Not much more time, not much more user time at all. Basically just filling them up a tiny bit more. I think that'll do. It's going to get to the stage where it's going to be unworkable pretty shortly. Okay, how's that looking? I know I feel the colours kind of dropped. So I'm just trying to sort of fix the top because it's kind of dropped down. Okay, I think we're done, you guys. I think we're done. I'll just leave that like that. It's getting really sticky now. It's really pretty. I don't know whether we'll see how the edges have moved. So you've got that smooth bit there. I'm hoping that it will continue to close over. Hoping it will, because that's what resin does. And I need to clean up my sticky mess. I'll come back and show you what it looks like in about 10 minutes or so. All right, so this is what it's looking like now. Everything has kind of moved in. This one's almost closed over, but this is what I'm saying, like resin wants to move in. This is why the 3D blooms work, because a little thin bit of white spreads and wants to move, even though it was really thick. But in saying that, the bottom may be totally different. The top is still moving, but the bottom may not be. So when we turn these over, we may prefer the back of these. So we'll just have to wait and see. All right, I'm going to cover them with a net, and I should be able to unmold them in about 6 hours, and then we'll go through with the gold pen and put that around the edges. So, but they're looking really pretty, aren't they? I just wish they hadn't closed so much. Oh gosh. All right, I guess I'll just, one more thing. This is, I guess, something else we could try. If you definitely want them to be separate, you could pour, you know, your clear first and let that set, and then do your others so that they don't mix too much. But anyway, still going to be pretty. Love the colors. All right, I'll see you soon. All right, I think they are cured enough for me to take out. They feel cured. So yeah, I think I'm going to like the other side better. And that little bit of gold that I had left, I made a gold puffy heart. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? I don't think I've ever done one with the foil before. Looks really pretty, doesn't it? Might have to do some more of those. Okay, let's get these out. Oops, you want to come out already, do you? Okay. Just put you there. Let's put them there so that I'm not putting them on a dirty bench. It's probably not dirty, but might have a few little bits of dust or something on it. That's pretty cute. I'm just going to get a bit of black card. And then I can move my mould out of the way. I will link my Geode coaster mould for you down in the description if anyone wants that. It's a good all-rounder sort of a mold to have in your mold collection. Alrighty, so as you can see, the pink has kind of gone more of an apricot, I guess. It's really pretty. I was kind of a bit worried about having it too pink, but I think that looks really pretty. Let's have a look at this little thing. Okay, oh, look at that. It looks a bit more pink on that side. That's pretty, isn't it? Very nice. I like that one. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring them up to you so that you can see them a little bit better. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. So have a look at the other side. Oh, very nice. I like this side better. Only because I can see more of the gold. On this other side, it's closed up so much on the top. The bottom hasn't moved. It's just the top that's closed. So that looks really pretty. It's actually really quite a nice effect, being able to see the color underneath the gold foil. So there's that one, and that one. Also very nice. Certainly more symmetrical than the other way, the other side. So there's that one. That one had closed up the most over the back, and there it is there. I was saying to Christy just before she left, she had to go back this afternoon, I said to her, mine also closed up, and what we did with hers, like I said, she had a little bit of room left in the mold, and she'd made up a little bit more resin and just poured it over the center. So I think that's what I'll do next time. Instead of like pouring my 3 different colors and then in the end pouring the 2 sides, I'll leave them and just pour more in the middle, and then that way it should push the sides out. That's my thinking. So I'm going to do that next time, just to see how that goes, see if it works any better. Unless you think it looks nice with being able to see through onto that color there. So that's them. Now, I know it's going to be a lot of gold, but I want to go ahead and use my gold pen around the outside. Let's just zoom you in a little bit. How's that? You didn't get motion sickness, did you, when I zoomed you in? All right, so here's my Deco Color pen. That's my favorite pen that I like to use for my edging. I guess you could even get away with a copper on this one because it's got, that sort of peachy, pinky gold there. But I'm going to just do, oops, which is my favourite, not you. Probably that one. I'll just do this one for now, and then I'll do the rest later. So basically all I do is I put my pen half on, half off, so that I'm trying to get like that. Can you see? So that the color's going half on the top and half on the side. It gives the pen something to follow, and also you don't get a really thick line across the top there. All right, so there they are. That's the one that's got the gold around the edge. Can't see it a lot. I wouldn't mind trying one with a bit of copper, seeing what that looks like. They look really pretty. Let me know if you have any other color suggestions. I think Christy wants to match her apartment or her unit. She wants to do burgundy, black and gold, which I think would look stunning. Like a light blue and navy blue with the silver would look stunning. So yeah, give me an idea of what you would do or what you would like me to try next, what colors, and I'll have a go. That was a lot of fun doing something a little bit different for a change, and hopefully I'll see you all again real soon for the next video. Okay, take care guys. Bye for now.